quarterback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the feet of it. And right away, he lost the football. The spin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing his dart. He's getting him in. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Olave, 65 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
And that flag accepted.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18, here we go. Pack 6, rig alert. 60 Maverick. Go.
Throwing, dart. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Julian Blackmon.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Go get him, go get him, go get him. 19, side, 19, cowboy in, dragon 60.
To throw now, Dart. He completes it to Olave.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC.
It's just the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'll be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
It's a throw once more. Here's Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther Warrior 70. 18 Pioneer.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, set.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again is Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as a...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. that is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go, here we go.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
2nd and 9 now. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready? Get it!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, Benson running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
Go! Ready?
Another run here with Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will be very close to a first down if I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go now. Gravity Lions. Let's go.
Going for it. Here's Benson. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Here's Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 2nd down and 3.
second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. And he floats one there, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw, Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing his Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
It's a gain of 8.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Tag. Bronco leading. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jackson Dart keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryan, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
34, Cardinals 19. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.